In this day and age of social media outrage, people are constantly seeking to tackle the mistakes of others, to jump down throats and sentencing people to an imprisonment of knowing they are wrong. When a public figure makes a bad decision, falters to use the right words, or even has a view of the world that is unfavorable, the world in return punishes them for their misdeeds. We call them out, hound them in their lives. Doesn't that just feel good? When someone does something wrong, a strange gush of salivation wets the tongue, and that pulsating, blood-soaked, judgment-holding mechanism, the brain, conjures up a network of firing neurons that pistol up a righteous zinger. This thought spindles down to our hands as our fingers type this righteous zinger into the internet stratosphere for the whole world to see and agree with. You are a disgrace, and I want you to know that I think you are a disgrace. Other gazing peons applaud your holy effort for showing them who's boss. They like your comment and perhaps even share its brilliance with the others of the world to show them how righteous and witty people are who agree with them can be. And why not? You're on the right side. Why wouldn't you want to share that with the world? That you are right. Isn't showing the other wrong side that they're wrong just a satisfying venture? To hold yourself up as the beacon of truth, justice, and goodness. Because that's who you are. You're the good guy. But in this constant, fast-paced race of seeking out villainy and injustice, sadly for many, there is no pit stop, no rewiring of faulty connections, no refill of knowledge and brain power, no grasp of replacing your own bearings, or just a simple reflection of your faulty tires that have been running ragged. There is so much injustice, so much corruption, so much inharmony, so much abuse of power, so much faulty thinkers, so much lying, so much of it that we all must keep going and remind these people they are wrong, and we want them to know that they're wrong, for surely they won't become better if they don't. Now, is it never applicable to call out someone who's acting ignorantly, or being rude, or committing a crime? No. There are certainly times that call that out, and should be called out. However, in this online world we live in, some people, they make it a business to call out who is evil. And it's just a constant game for who is more evil than the other. I mean, who hasn't said something to someone to make themselves feel righteous for calling out an asshole? I know I have. And boy, did that shit feel good. I know I felt a lot better about me when I called someone else a racist. I know I felt a whole lot better about me when I called someone out for being rude. And I know I felt smart as fuck when I reminded that one guy one time that he said something stupid 6 years ago just to remind him that he can be an idiot sometimes. And therefore he is wrong now. Ooh, that shit makes my dick hard. What about you? But unfortunately, or perhaps fortunately, depending on your perception, in my damn near lifetime of depression, anxiety, and plain old vicious self-hatred, I have not only shown myself the horrible monster I can be, but also all the wrong things I've done in my past. Some of them valid, some of them not. Because when you are depressed and filled with self-hate, anything and everything you do is wrong. And if we were to be honest, well, that's not true. Not everything you do is wrong. However, if we were still being honest, you can still see things you've done wrong in your life. So since I have done bad things in my life, I'm going to call myself out instead of calling out someone else. And here I'm going to air some of those things with you. So here we go. I once called my mother a cunt to her face. In a petty rage, I once insulted someone's poetry because he insulted mine. Ooh, I'm proud of this one. I have used threats of suicide as emotional blackmail. I have said to certain people in my life, I love you, and I didn't mean it. Although I think in one case in particular, it probably was okay because I would have gotten punched in the face if I didn't say it. I told a girl I didn't like that I wanted to eat her dog. A former friend once told me, in confidence, that he had slept with a woman who was an interest to a mutual friend of ours, and I stupidly aired that out to everyone we all know. I told a childhood friend that his face was stupid. When I was a kid, I mimicked a kid's walk whom had spina bifida. I once threatened to murder a former friend's wife if I ever saw her again. I hurt my little cousin and picked on her when I was younger. There were times I used my mom's emotions against her so I could get a toy when I was little. I once told a close friend of mine that she did not matter in my life. These are some of the bad things I have done. There are many more. Some I will not share, and there are some I probably will in the future when I think of more of them. Because otherwise, it's typical generic stuff. I've lied, I've cheated, I've stolen, I've hit, I've stabbed, I've manipulated, I've psychotically berated, I've been rude, I've been discourteous, I've been downright evil. So, if I were to ask anybody who has viewed this video, in the comments section, write down something you've done wrong. Something you know but maybe have not shared with others. I will not judge you, because after giving this list of all the shit I've just done, who am I to judge? I'll tell you who. Just another good guy. Oh, yeah, so thanks for watching. Clean your room.